We've been taught to simply be providers or to provide other things, but not to provide emotional support and nurturing. Those things we are cut off from, because to access the emotions is to show the feeling of vulnerability. If you feel it, you must show it. If you feel it, you must show it. And so the people that we love the most, that we're so scared of being abandoned or exiled from, we have created this very convenient pattern. Indifference. The feeling, the emotion of indifference, which if you look it up or read some other of the statements that people talk about, they really talk about indifference being the opposite of love. It's not hate, indifference. And men, whether we realize it or not, and I'll encourage every one of you that listens to it, or the women that you have listened to this that wants to take it to you and say, hey, is this, what do you think about this? And let's see if it's in a safe space. Spread it around, show it to them. Men go to indifference as the emotional feeling when we recognize that vulnerability is going to then put us we shy away from vulnerability and the vulnerable feelings, hurt, heartbreak. And we don't show that because we're worried that that's going to be the very vulnerability that's going to actually lead to the abandonment or exile that we're deeply, deeply, deeply in fear of. We are so in fear of it, in fact, that our vagus nerve reacts to it as if it was a grizzly bear. And we either go to fight or flight, and so the sympathetic goes up, and then the top of the parasympathetic shuts down. That's your social engagement network. Or if we go to fight, if fight or flight gets suppressed, then dorsal vagal shuts down. Guess what? Social engagement system shuts down. Now we're in a freeze state. Fight, flight, or freeze. And we're going there, and we have no clue ourselves that we're doing it. And it's the very thing, the very action of going to indifference that the women that we love, the people that we love, the people that feel like we hurt them or that we must change, it's that very feeling of indifference that cuts off the connection between them and us and the people that we love, and prevents the very thing that it is that you don't want to lose. And the problem is, the reason why the pattern keeps repeating is because the pattern of toxic masculinity keeps getting repeated, because there's still nowhere that men can be vulnerable. Nowhere.